All right, Xan, my last topic for you.
All right.
Let's keep it brief for all the viewers out there. We're going to talk about poaching in esports.
Ooh.
And a little bit about this,
All
a little
right.
bit of background. We actually had an organization, many of you guys know about that, being G2, accused yet again of poaching players. Now, the way it was actually said, though, it was actually a tweet from the CEO of Team Crazy or Crazy Esports, and he actually accused Ocelot, well-known G2 owner, of poaching his players. And I kind of wanted to talk about this, posted a video which actually did pretty decent about this. What classifies poaching in esports? Let me get your definition. If you have one on top of your head.
Yeah, I would say going behind an organization's back, because I imagine there is sorry, Mike. I imagine there's an order of operations this goes in. Like you're supposed to reach out to a player's I don't know, like their PR person or whatever. Their
Or some
agent.
sort of management first and say, hey, what's up? Can I talk to your player? That way the organization knows.
Yeah, even if it's not the organization, I don't know, maybe like a third party agent. I mean, if I was a player, I'd want like somebody outside of the org managing my stuff.
Yeah. So you think directly contacting the players behind the organization's back considered poaching?
Like if I slid in the TF Blades DMs and I was like, "Oh, I heard you're on the outs with Liquid. You wanna, come through?"
Boom,
Then,
poaching?
Yeah, I would say so.
I'm with you on that one. The thing is, so what this comes down to is we actually had G2 accused back in League of Legends days. And so League of Legends is one of the few esports where poaching has actually been defined because they have a database tracking contracts.
Okay.
They pretty much say if they have knowledge in their database of you having a contract from here to here, you're not allowed to be contacted in that window.
That's fair.
But when it comes time for games, let's say like CSGO, which they've now been accused in, there's no database saying this player's contract, this player's not, here's how long it is.
Right.
And so we have players being contacted all the time. So what's considered poaching in League of Legends is going on all the time across many esports out there. So it kind of comes down to the question, do you consider that to be poaching, or is it based off the esports individual rules? Because it can get a bit sketchy.
No, yeah. Actually, as soon as you said that, I immediately saw how this gets dicey because we have problems all the time just finding a player's social media account. Like, I imagine how difficult it must be for an org to find out, how long is this person's contract? Are they still with the organization?
Yeah.
Like, it must be such a nightmare to try and do that.
And so, you kind of bring up a different standpoint as to, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Obviously, when you have established rules for an esport, don't break those rules.
No, yeah. I mean, I'm saying it's a hassle, but I'm not saying they shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, you just put in the time and effort.
And nothing has came of these accusations. That's how light these are. So I'm not accusing G2 here, but poaching's a thing in real traditional sports. It's a huge thing. You can get fines for it. You can get in big trouble for it. When it comes to esports, we've not really seen any big punishments about this. So when it comes to CS:GO, though, what's your way around this, right? Because like you said, if you're an org or an owner and you want to contact a player, it's pretty freaking easy to go to Twitter DMs and say, yo, what's up, man?
Yeah, definitely.
As opposed to having to reach out to the org, having to get clearance to actually talk to their player. Maybe they lie to you and say, no, he's under contract for a while.
Right.
And so, there's that fine line of what's okay to you and how can we actually judge this?
Honestly, I think I'm on the side of League here. I like the fact that they have this database of contracts. I think something like that should probably be standardized just for the sake of transparency. So first of all, maybe that will probably help with the problem we've had a lot in the esports community lately where players aren't getting paid. If we know, hey, this is what your salary says you're supposed to get, and that's public info, it'll make it harder for orgs not to
some
do that.
kind of enforcer.
Yeah.
Obviously, it'll have to be esport by esport because,
of course.
How big that have to be to cover every esport, every player out there.
We do need some kind of regulatory group, to be honest, because let's be real, WISA is nothing. They're
yeah, they haven't done much.
Yeah,
they investigate NIP,
everything they've done has been kind of trash.
That NIP investigation.
I mean, that was.
My guy Ian nailed that.
WISA doing work.
Google Translate doing work.
Yeah, true. I wonder how much Google got paid for that investigation.
But yeah, man, I bring it up because it's not a huge deal.
Right.
But it could be in the future. So maybe we do maybe we do see some sort of form of that set up across other esports. Yeah. And it is a lot of work. And some sort of regulatory form of okay, we know this is bad,
right?
But I think until then, we're going to keep on seeing it. It's going to be one of those things that traditional sports would not allow. That's going to float float on by for a while for esports because it's the easiest way to do it.
Until somebody gets a little greedy, sticks their toe a
There's
little bit too deep in the water.
Someone's
like,
gonna poach a little too hard. And some org owner is just gonna freaking snap. Like meet at land, just like yo, like giggy. And we'll be covering it when it does happen.
You best believe we'll be talking. We'll come in like midnight on a Sunday. We're like,
guys, it happened. Some org owner just got knocked the frick out.
Whoa, guys, Nade Shot just punched Banks out.
Nade Shot just flat out punched Banks for stealing so and so and so. All right, we'll break it down when that does come. But until then, poaching,
Yeah.
not too big of a deal.
Yeah.